This is by far the best chapter in this arc. I didn't expect God Valley had become the center stage in the One Piece world 38 years ago. All the important and influential characters were present in that event. I never expected Dragon to be there as well. Even though we didn't see Sakazuki in this chapter, we might see him in the next one. Probably this is where his altercation with Dragon started. Anyway, Dragon did a good karma in God Valley, which saved his son from a sea monster 26 years later, and also in Marineford. Morgans and Genie are the reason for God Valley to become so lively 38 years ago. The pirates around the world went crazy when they heard Shakuyaku was the grand prize for the game in God Valley. In order to rescue her, they left everything and went there. Roger went crazy when he heard that. Rayleigh also became worried about Shaku's safety. I believe here in God Valley, Rayleigh got his moniker, the Dark King. Eventually, he was the one who saved Shakuyaku. People saw for the first time, usually calm and collected Rayleigh became like a devil in God Valley. When Rocks and his crew went to different voices, the Marines somehow found their traces and attacked them. Rocks knew there was a traitor in his crew, but he just didn't know his identity. Today we know, Ochuku was that traitor. He kidnapped Shakuyaku and killed Don Marlon. He took benefit from Garling Figarland for this. 38 years ago, Garling Figarland returned to God Valley and met Shank's mother. She introduced her two sons to him and requested him to live as a family on God Valley. But he didn't agree because God Valley was going to disappear from the world. He liked his twin sons, but he despised their mother. He stabbed her and rendered her seriously injured. He told her that he already found a woman that befits his status. It was Shakuyaku. He planned for this a year ago. Actually, I don't understand. Why did he have to do this in circle? Couldn't he just take Shakuyaku to Marijoa and make her his wife? Why did he use her as the grand prize of this tournament? Is there a restriction from Emu to God's Knights not to choose a woman from the sea? However, it is okay if it comes from hunting competition? Or did he want to enjoy the jealousy of all of the Tenryubito? I think we'll get the answer in the future. Seeing Dragon in this chapter is a bit surprising. He didn't like hurting innocent civilians. Nonetheless, he followed his superior's command and used tranquilizers to make them unconscious. Due to Morgan's love for money, the pirates on Hachinosu and the entire world learned about Shakuyaku's condition. They also learned about other prizes like top-tier devil fruits. It was extremely alluring to Big Mom. She wanted to select decent devil fruits for her children. She also urged Kaido to join the fray. Who knows? He might get a powerful devil fruit. Actually, Rock's real identity is a shocker for me. He was from a legendary clan called Davy clan that disappeared from the world 800 years ago. Now, I kind of wonder if Luffy and Dragon have hidden names. We know Trafalgar Law's hidden name is Water. Furthermore, after Doflamingo's defeat in Dressrosa, Zoro was escorting him to Impel Down. Doflamingo told her that the D clans are hiding somewhere in different parts of the One Piece world. They're going to make an appearance, and when that happens, they will pull the Tenryubito from their position and destroy them. No power lasts forever. The change is inevitable. Quite shockingly, the origin of two of the strongest Yonko is the same island. I don't know if any of you predicted this. If you did, that is incredible. I didn't see it coming at all. In fact, I thought Teacher's mother was from Drum Island. Anyway, the interaction between Harold and Rocks was kind of heartwarming. Even though Harold wanted to join the world government, he didn't lose his morality. He helped his friend in the end. Rocks pointed out a couple of blunders that the government made with their decision hosting the event on God Valley. Using Shakuyaku as a prize for the game and not knowing Rock's family living in God Valley. Due to these mistakes, they invited monsters like Roger, Rayleigh, Newgate, Rocks, and Garp there. But they didn't know the biggest mistake of all was not taking into account of a young recruit's ideals. His actions saved the person who would, in the end, not only found the power that would counter Imu's ability, but also save the very same person who would end the reign of 800 years corrupt system. Previously, I thought Shank's mother put him inside a treasure box, but it looks like Dragon is the one who put Shanks in a treasure box, which Roger found in the end. In the slave area, we see baby Teach and his mother in a cage. Their hands are cupped. Perhaps Teach's mother had to do something drastic to save her son. She wanted to save her son at any cost. This incident traumatized Teach to an extent that he could not sleep at night since that day. After reading the previous chapter, I thought Garling might have found a dragon's egg or something related to ancient weapon Uranus. But now, he was talking about the discovery of the Davy clan. The God Valley incident has become a tragic one. Rocks had to sacrifice his life to save the people he cared the most. I kinda seriously doubt that Roger and Garp knew about Rock's family being treated as a slave in this tournament. That's why they fought him to the end. Garp did not want to remember this incident in his life because it did something there that goes against his conscience. It's kind of ironic. Rocks went there to save his family, and Garp and Roger prevented him, which eventually led to his death. Rock's son Teach defeated Ace and handed him over to the Marine, and now Garp is in prison on Hatsinosu Island waiting for Teach's judgment. No wonder Teach was mocking Garp as the hero of the Marine in the War of Marineford. After all, Garp got his title abetting the Tenryubito who enslaved and massacred innocent civilians. He prevented Rocks from rescuing Teach's mother. She died because Rocks didn't make it in time. There's so much going on in this series. The things we saw in the past are becoming astonishingly meaningful. I think after a couple of chapters, we'll start to feel respect for Davy the Xebec. He died as a father and a husband, not as a pirate. It's just Garling tried to lick up to Emu and earn some credits. He wanted to use the information on Davy clan to boost his resume so that he can get a promotion and perhaps one day become a Gorosei. And it turned out exactly as he planned. And to top it all, he wanted to have the most beautiful woman as his wife. One might argue he plotted the whole God Valley incident to get Shakuyaku, and for that, he fooled Emu, Gorosei, and the Marine. It just shows how diabolical he is. Now, there are a couple of things I want to mention. Did Shanks know Shakuyaku almost became his stepmother? It's weird when you think about it, because Shaki is Rayleigh's woman, and he's one of the few Shanks respects. Shanks' mother already knew about Garling's true identity, yet she told him to stay with her and her sons on God Valley. She grossly overestimated her worth to him. She entrusted herself to a wrong person, but the realization came a bit too late. She lost her homeland, the people she grew up with, her sons, and even her life. But in her final moment, the only thing she was worried about was her two sons. Having said that, looks like she won half of the bet. She requested Dragon to save her sons from Garling. He only managed to save one. Even when Dragon was a young recruit, he loved this pattern. He made an armband with this pattern and wore it in his younger days. When he realized he wasn't getting proper attention as it should have, he wore it on his left thigh. When he found out it didn't work as well, he made a tattoo out of this pattern, and the result was this. This is for the entire world to see. I believe this was Dragon's goal since the beginning. It might be his mother's only memento left. And this pattern is significantly meaningful to all members of the D clan. Don't forget to share your opinion in the comment down below. Thanks for watching till the end.